Hello everybody, welcome back to 539 Productions. So I'm in a very interesting and unique location today. I'm at the site of an old 1800s village, which was also the location of something called the Pigeon Roost Massacre. Slightly after the beginning of the War of 1812, a group of Native Americans invaded the village and killed 15 children and 9 adults, and now a historic marker and memorial to those people killed in the massacre was set up here, along with some old cabins and a graveyard. And so we're going to take a look around here and try and learn a little bit about this tragedy and see what all remains here, and also what kind of historic graves are in the nearby graveyard. So right up here is the names of those killed in the massacre. And I believe that is a new addition to the memorial, and this obelisk over here is actually the original marker that they put up to commemorate the lives of these people. And there's some sort of marker right in front of this cabin here. I'm not sure if this was an original cabin or a recreation. Okay, and yeah, it's definitely a recreation. I was gonna say it looks really, really new. And it's sealed up very tightly, although my guess would be that it's actually empty on the inside. But this was the original site of the village, and so buildings similar to that would have been scattered throughout this area. And for whatever reason, they've actually taken down a good portion of this fencing here. Inside it is a little garden, which is planted with flowers, and then it's connected also to the area surrounding the memorial. And so I don't know if it's going to be replaced or what will happen with it, but it has for the moment been removed. And I suppose it's possible that it was actually removed so that this tree could be cut down. It may have been about to start causing damage to the monument, and so they removed the tree, and it was required to move this section of fencing so that it wasn't destroyed when the tree fell. And over here is some sort of a gravestone. At least it appears that way. And from the dates, it obviously is not one of the people killed in the massacre, but it may be a descendant. I'm not seeing any other graves around here other than those in the graveyard next door here. So we'll go ahead and head in that direction and check that out. Kind of looks like I scared somebody away. Somebody else pulled up like they were gonna park and then promptly threw their car in reverse and drove away. I'm not quite sure what these are here. They look like they could have been headstones, but I'm not thinking that they actually are. I've been hearing lots and lots of animal movement while I've been here, and really in the area in general. I'm not sure if this is an area with bears or not, but I'm pretty sure they get some black bears, I think. And a lot of these graves are newer. However, from what I'm reading, we should be able to find some of the graves of these people who were killed. I'm seeing a lot of older markers starting to pop up this way. It looks like the person may have lived in the trailer that's nearby. I think I saw him park, although the car's gone now. There's definitely been a new project started here, but a lot of the graves are so decayed that I can't really tell the years. A lot of these are 1850s, and so they may have been descendants. And then the further we get in this direction, the newer they get. So I'm gonna turn around and head this way. It seems like most of these are either mid-1800s or early 1900s. There's actually a little hidden section of the cemetery straight ahead here, and it has a lot of American flags, so maybe that's the original burial spot. You can see right here, this grave has narrowly been saved as the branch falling fell right on either side of it. However, this is looking pretty historic. I'm not really sure what I found. You can see this really, really narrow section, and there's a few different American flags. However, there's no date. This one here, though, has the same as most of the other graves here, which is mid-1800s. Or actually born in the mid-1800s and passed in the early 1900s. And the same with this headstone here. And up ahead is another veteran. And they were in the Kentucky infantry, and a lot of these people were from Kentucky that were killed in the massacre, so it very well could be somebody from the massacre, but I can't be positive on that. And again, this here is definitely not anyone who would have passed away in the massacre, but may very well be relatives or descendants of the families. And same here. So yeah, I'm not really quite sure if it's just because the graves of these people who are buried here have decayed to the point that it's not possible to read the years on their graves, and so they're sort of blending in with the rest of the cemetery, or whether they were buried in another location. I know that it spoke of the graves and how some of the members' graves were destroyed when a highway was put in, but I could not find specifically where the graveyard was located, so I was assuming that it was this one since it was so close by and would have essentially been in the village. And as you can see, just like this stone here, it's almost impossible to tell, although I'm guessing it's 1840s, but it's really nearly impossible to tell if it would have been a resident or not. And although this is a military marker, it doesn't say whether it's the War of 1812 or Civil War, or even maybe possibly the Mexican or Spanish-American War. And the case is the same with this one. It's really impossible to read. Somebody has left a jug of water right here. I'm not sure the reasoning behind it. See, and this one looks like it's old enough. However, since it's not readable, again, there's no way to tell. I'll have to maybe see if I can find some location information later on. It's still a very historic graveyard with a lot of veterans, at least appears from Civil War times. Although again, as I've seen in the past, it could be several different wars. And it looks like the final remaining chance may be in these several graves up at the front, which appear to be incredibly old. There's also a few newer graves next to it, so I'm not really sure if that's going to pan out either. I'm thinking that it may have actually been in another location where they were laid to rest. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out one last row here of legible names, and then we'll end it there, and then I'll try and find the location where they were buried, and then we'll try and go visit that. But again, it could be that the headstones are just so decayed that it's not possible to see their names anymore here.